so much money by going on the show. You should have just been like, all right, he doesn't want to be with me anymore.
Salutations to all, and thank you for visiting my 90-day Fiance channel. I hope everyone is having a great day ahead of them. To begin, kindly click the subscribe button. Kindly give this video a thumbs up in the hopes.
Chapter 1. A Bond Forged in Pain ****. Michael sat alone in the dimly lit apartment, his mind swirling with a mixture of fear and uncertainty. For years, he had endured the emotional and verbal abuse inflicted upon him by Angela Deem, his partner in the tumultuous journey known as 90-Day Fiancé. Their relationship had been a roller coaster of highs and lows, but lately the lows seemed to outnumber the highs. From the moment they met, Michael was drawn to Angela's fiery personality and larger-than-life presence. But as time passed, he began to realize that her love came with a heavy price. He was constantly walking on eggshells, afraid to say or do anything that might set her off. Chapter 2. The Breaking Point ****. It wasn't until one fateful night that Michael reached his breaking point. Angela's tirade had escalated into a full-blown screaming match, and he found himself unable to take it anymore. With trembling hands, he packed a small bag and slipped out into the night, leaving behind the woman who had once claimed to love him. As he wandered the streets, Michael felt a mix of emotions coursing through him. Relief mingled with guilt, and he couldn't shake the feeling that he was somehow abandoning Angela in her time of need. But deep down, he knew that he couldn't continue to sacrifice his own well-being for the sake of their toxic relationship. Chapter 3. Finding Sanctuary ****. With nowhere else to turn, Michael sought refuge at a local shelter for survivors of domestic abuse. As he settled into his new surroundings, he was met with kindness and compassion from the staff and other residents. For the first time in years, he felt safe. In the days that followed, Michael began to rebuild his life piece by piece. He attended therapy sessions to work through the trauma he had endured, and slowly but surely, he started to rediscover himself outside of the confines of his relationship with Angela. Chapter 4. Breaking the Cycle ****. As Michael navigated his journey of healing, he couldn't help but reflect on the patterns of abuse that had plagued his relationship with Angela. He realized that he was not alone in his experience, and he vowed to do everything in his power to break the cycle of abuse for himself and others. With newfound determination, Michael became an advocate for survivors of domestic violence, sharing his story in the hopes of raising awareness and empowering others to seek help. He spoke at events, participated in support groups, and lent a listening ear to those who needed it most. Chapter 5. Literation ****. Years passed, and Michael's life took on a new sense of purpose and meaning. He had long since severed ties with Angela, choosing instead to focus on his own happiness and well-being. Though the scars of his past still lingered, he refused to let them define him. One sunny afternoon, as Michael walked through the park, a sense of peace washed over him. He marveled at how far he had come since the dark days of his relationship with Angela, and he felt a deep sense of gratitude for the freedom he had found. As he looked ahead to the future, Michael knew that the road ahead would not always be easy, but armed with resilience and a newfound sense of self-worth, he was ready to face whatever challenges came his way. Chapter 6. A New Beginning ****. In the end, Michael's journey was not just one of survival, but of triumph. He had emerged from the shadows of abuse stronger and more resilient than ever before. And though the scars of his past would always remain, they served as a reminder of the battles he had fought and the victories he had won. As he stood on the threshold of a new beginning, Michael couldn't help but smile. For the first time in a long time, he felt truly free. Free from the chains of abuse that had once bound him, and free to embrace the bright future that lay ahead. And with that newfound freedom, Michael stepped boldly into the next chapter of his life, ready to seize every opportunity that came his way. End of story.